Yeah, I was just looking at this cell pretty closely. This is the cell in parts of Stanley County. So there's Albemarle, there's Big Lick. So the circulation is right there. This is a new tornado warning. This is tracking northeast through parts of Stanley County. This is heading towards the Albemarle area right now. So I'm going to go over the radar and I'm going to show you the velocity data because this is the area I was watching. I was literally about to post an update on this when I could see this little circulation right around Big Lick. I'm going to slow this down and back it up a little bit because you can actually see it spin up north of New Salem, right around Big Lick, right there. I'm going to zoom in closely and you can actually see the circulation. So the greens are winds coming in like this. The reds and the yellows are winds coming like that. So just east of Red Cross, towards Big Bear Road. This is pushing to the north and east at 45 miles an hour. This is moving very quickly. So I'm going to try to stay ahead of this because remember, the radar is not exactly always live. It's sweeping. So when you see an image, it's like taking a picture of moving traffic. The image you're seeing already happened. So we're going to track ahead of this. Norwood Beach around 9:48. River Haven around 9:51. Liberty Hill at 9:58. Uwharrie around 10:01. El Dorado 10:03. Troy roughly around 10:06. But if you're in Albemarle, I want to widen this out a little bit because I think this is going to be very close to the south side of Albemarle. So I'm going to track this again just to give Albemarle a heads up. 9:45, but remember, plus or minus about 10 minutes here on this tornado warning. Because remember, you're probably watching this on a stream. There's a delay, cable, satellite, there's a delay. So don't use that exact time. I want you to be in your safe spot right now, about 5 minutes before that time in Albemarle. Right there is our circulation. You can actually see it showing up on the radar. And this is what I was talking about. Remember, if you were watching just in the last 20 minutes or so, I was pointing to this area because this is where you see tightening up. When the winds are coming in this direction, they start moving in. It starts to kind of pinch off here and kind of rotate a little bit to the north and east. So if you live in Stanley County, or if you have friends or family in Stanley County, what I want you to do is go ahead and call them. It's a Sunday morning. Remember, a lot of folks are probably on their way to church, at church, maybe getting ready for church. Most folks on Sunday might not be watching TV or paying attention. Their phone might be muted. So what you want to do is tell them, hey, in your home, find the center of your home, the most interior room. It could be a hallway. It could be a closet. It could be a pantry. My house, it's the stairs, under the staircase closet. It's a great place to go. Grab a helmet if you have it. I know that seems weird, but if you have any kind of helmet or head protection, grab it. Put it on your head. It'll protect you from flying debris. And stay in there until we give you the all clear in parts of Stanley County. So again, this emphasis here, this is Stanley County where we have the tornado warning. I'm going to widen the radar out just to give you a wider view to kind of show you the perspective on where this is. Central part of Stanley County, right near Albemarle, that's where it's heading. So Albemarle is the big center, population center there. This is heading right towards Albemarle. And when we look at the velocity data, you can actually see, I mean, this loop is telling, just looking at this rotation right there. If there's a tornado on the ground, it's south of Edie, heading towards central part of Stanley County. So the south side of Albemarle. So this is 24, which goes out, if you've driven all the way out there past Locust, Red Bridge, Red Cross, which is just a kind of a crossroads there east of Big Lick. This is traveling just south of 24 in the rural and central parts of Stanley County, but it's heading towards Albemarle. So if you're in Albemarle, listen to me, if you are there, you need to be in your safe spot now. Get to the lowest floor of your home. Don't wait this out because, as I mentioned, this is moving 45 miles per hour. Every time the radar sweeps around, remember, it could be moving several streets over in that short period of time. So again, the area we're watching right here, that's the area, that's the rotation right there on radar. I'm going to do an updated storm track. I want to make sure I have the correct time. I'm actually going to increase the speed to 50 miles per hour just to give you more heads up. We'll track the circulation. So in Albemarle, you could see it actually sped up a little bit, 9:45. So 9:45 this morning is when I want you to be in your safe spot. That's a pretty strong indication of circulation on the radar. We don't have any indications from spotters that it's actually on the ground, but that's likely going to be at the very minimum producing damage. So you just saw the radar update there. So remember, that's a picture. That just happened, but it's probably right here now. And the next frame, it's going to be here and then here. So in Albemarle, I mean, that's 6 minutes away. Don't wait. Go now. In Baden, get to your shelter location as well. This is going to head towards the lake, cross over and go to the Uwharrie area over there towards Uwharrie National Park, the park there, I should say, and the National Forest as it pushes to the north and east. Becca, this storm has had a history of producing damaging winds, but this is the first time today that we've seen it kind of spin up like that.
That's right, and that's what we've been talking about over basically the course of the morning. Is there's so much wind shear thanks to that low-level jet, and winds have been very intense with this system. We've seen it in the high country, we've seen it in the metro, gusting upwards of 60 miles per hour at times. Now, we had our first severe thunderstorm warning, and that was issued for Union County for those 60 mile per hour wind gusts. But this is our first tornado warning, and again, I want to read you what the National Weather Service out in Raleigh is saying about this. So this is going to be a severe thunderstorm that is capable of producing a tornado, was located near Ablemarle and is headed up that way. That area of rotation is headed up towards Ablemarle. Like Brad was mentioning, it is a Sunday morning. A lot of people tend to relax on Sunday morning. So if you know someone that is located within this polygon, make sure to call them and let them know that we have dangerous weather that is on the way. Even if this is not a confirmed tornado on the ground, it is likely producing a very strong wind gusts. We've already seen reports of downed trees and downed power lines, and certainly big power outages that have been located up towards the high country, where we've seen those wind gusts between 50 to 60 miles per hour. So these are the impacts and the threats that are headed your way. I want to mention that this is all rain wrapped. We've got intense rain in and around this area. So if you think you can go outside and you're going to see a funnel, that's not the case. This will likely creep up on you if you don't have those alerts set up on your phone. So again, if you know anyone within this polygon, tell them to tune in to WCNC as we continue to track this. Again, this is a radar indicated tornado and a dangerous storm that was located and is pushing towards Ablemarle and is set to expire close to around 10 o'clock. Now, I want to show you that latest update on that velocity. So here it is, close to Indy. I'd say about Highway 24 is going to be impacted by this, closer to the hills. Street Martin Road, I believe that is Mary Road, St. Martin Road, all roads that this is going to be traveling over, again, either containing that confirmed tornado or producing really strong wind gusts with this system.